All right, let's get started. Good morning, good morning, good morning. G-O-O-D-M-O-R-N-I-N-G, good morning. Good morning, how y'all doing, family? Wake up, wake up, wake up. It is time for Math Monday. All right, so I heard your cries and your pleas and your moments of frustration about multiplying two-digit numbers and understanding why can't I just do it the normal way? Why do I have to do the new math as I'm hearing it being called? Okay, so I'm not going to tell you why. I'm just going to show you how. Okay, I'm not going to spend time trying to convince you that it can be done or it should be done a different way. I'm just going to show you how to do it a different way. Okay, so as I stated before, I'm really going to give you the standard that your student or your child is working from. If you're an educator, you're familiar with the numbers and operations in the base 10 standard already. If you are a parent and now you're helping to assist them at home to get these assignments done, they're working from this standard, okay? So, looking at our problem, if I had 16 and I'm multiplying that by 27, okay? Of course, we can do it the standard way, right? The way where you line these digits up and you multiply this number, that number. We can do that, okay? We're comfortable in that. What I'm trying to get you to do is to grow and expand the way that you thought about it so that you can help your students and your children to think about it in a different way. Right? Because there are even some educators, sometimes we have a little bit of a challenge trying to switch how we learned about it so that we could teach our students. All right, so let's look at it here. First, what I want to do is I want to break down these numbers so that they're not so scary, right, to me. So what I want to do with 16 is I want to show it as 10 plus 6. And I want to show 27 as 20 plus 7. Okay? Because these numbers don't seem as scary to me because I'm breaking it apart and it's not so big and I'm not going to get overwhelmed. And 10 and 20, anytime a number ends in 0, it's kind of nice to see that number, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my 10s and my 1s based on the numbers that I have. So 10 is 1 10 and 6 is 6 1s. Okay, I'm just putting this in my chart. 2 is 2 10s. 20 is 2 10s and 7 is 7 1s. Okay, and I broke it down even further so I'm getting a little more comfortable. Okay, I'm getting a little more comfortable with the numbers because I'm breaking them down. Okay. So remember, I talked to you about the place value chart before. You take these numbers, you break it apart, okay? You break it apart once, and then you break it apart again, and you put it into your place value chart. Now, this is not getting me my answer. This is just getting me to feel a little more comfortable with what I'm working on, right? So before I get to my answer, let me think about what numbers am I working with. I'm working with 16. That can be looked at as 10 plus 6, 1 10 and 6 1s. And I'm working with 27, which could be looked at as 20 plus 7, or 2 10s and 7 1s. Okay, this step right here, this process right here is all about my confidence. Okay, it's all about me believing that I can actually work with these numbers. So now, let's do it the standard way. The way that most of us learn how to multiply two-digit numbers by one another, okay? So let's look at it like this. So we do 6 times 7, which is 42, right? These numbers are in my ones place, okay? Use that language, ones place. So that 2 goes in the ones place, my 4 goes in my tens place, and now I do 7 times 1, which is 7, plus 4, which is 11. Everything has its own place. So now I'm going to do 1 in my tens place and 1 in my hundreds place. So let me go down here and label. So this is the ones place, tens place, hundreds place, thousands place. Okay? Because even though we're doing it what we call the standard way, we still want to make sure that they understand the place value. So now, as we're used to doing, we know that now when I multiply the 2, I'm starting in the tens place, right? So I don't put a number here. I don't multiply anything there. So now I do 2 times 6, which is 12. And I bring my 1 to the tens place. And then I do 2 times 1, which is 2, plus 1, which is 3. And now I can see my numbers. I can see my answer. 2, and now we know when you get your numbers here, you add them together. So 2 plus 0 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. And 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay? So now my answer is 432. I'm showing it in the standard way of multiplying, but I'm also being very, very intentional about them knowing the place value. So right here, I have 2 1s, 3 10s, and 4 hundreds. When I multiply 16 by 27, I get 4 hundreds, 3 10s, and 32, which makes the number 432. It's about them actually understanding and processing what's happening. Okay? So now we're going to move to what some call the scary chart, right? We're going to move to it and we're going to work in it, and I'm going to show you how doing this step in the beginning is important for when you do this step, okay? So now I have 10 plus 6, right? So I have 10 and 6, which is essentially my 16, okay? So my numbers aren't changing. This number is representing 16. And then I have 27, which is going to be represented right here by 20 and 7, okay? So my numbers aren't changing. They're just in a different form in a different spot. So what I've done is I've taken this long way of multiplying and I'm flipping it, and now I'm doing it here in this box, okay? Same numbers, still in these boxes, but now I'm flipping it and I'm doing it this way, okay? So now I say think about this as your king, and hopefully you can see that, but king and queen. This is what they're going to do. So my king and my queen, they're going to multiply themselves here, and they're going to multiply themselves here. Okay? So my king and my queen, and then my king and my queen. So all these numbers are doing are staying in position. You don't even have to worry about that. Okay? You're going to multiply 10 times 20 and get 200. You're going to multiply 6 times 20 and get 80. Okay? In position, she's all done. Okay? Now my king and my queen going to multiply themselves again by the 7. So now I have 10 times 7, 70. 6 times 7, 42. Okay? You've already done these steps over here. Now you're just doing it over here. And it just looks in a different form, okay? You're doing the same thing that you've always been doing, but it's in a different form. So the same way that I took these numbers and I added them together, I'm going to take these numbers and add them together. So now I have 200 plus 80 plus 70 plus 42. Okay, looking familiar, right? I added here, I'm adding here. So I have 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2. 0 plus 8 is 8. 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 plus 4 is 19. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. There's something wrong. 42, 10, 200, 6, 20. Uh-oh. See? There we go. Oops, oops, oops. Go back. Good mathematician, always double check. Anyway. All right. Let's go back. All right. I was moving too fast, got too excited. Oops. All right, let's try this again. So 20, what am I doing? Hold on, y'all. 120, still off somewhere. 70 and 42. I'm still off. Hold on. 42, 11, 12, 3, 432. Good. All right. 10, 6, 27, 20, 120. Something I'm doing, something I'm not doing right. Hold on, guys. Now, I promise y'all. All right. Let's go back. Back. Something I'm not doing right. What am I not doing right? All right. 10, 6, 20, 7. All right. We're going to get there. Hold on. Don't leave. What didn't I do? 120, 70, and 42. All right, let's try this again. 70, 42. 2, 11, 3, 4. Bam. Okay. I don't know what I did. Maybe I didn't add these right first time, but that's okay. That's what good mathematicians do. They always go back and double check. Okay, so rewind. Let me go back. All right, I don't know. I'm gonna process that in a second to figure out what happened. I think I missed the digit in this spot. However, all right, so 16 times 27. I made a pretty mess up here, but just making sure that your digits are lined up when you are multiplying. Make sure that you're using that place value language. Making sure that you're double checking as you work through, because as you saw, I missed something on that side. But yeah, so as you're going through, right? We know we have to multiply. We have these digits lined up. We know we're multiplying them the standard way, just like I did down here. And it's always a formula or strategy that we revert back to, and that's okay. Just like you saw, when I was stuck over here, I just reverted back to my standard way of multiplying without my lines, because I needed to make sure I got to the answer and then I could backtrack, right? So, and I already had worked it out in a number of ways on here to make sure that I was thinking through the process correctly. So, I say all of that to say it's okay if you use that standard way of whether it's multiplying, adding, dividing, or subtracting. Your standard way is okay. Okay? Your standard way is okay. But use it as a tool, use it as a weapon to make sure that what you're doing on this side is right. Right? Because just like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm going through it and I'm processing it and I'm thinking about it and I'm thinking about math the same way that you all are doing it. But I'm just teaching you how to take it from here and put it into this, because this is how, I don't know why I was trying to stretch that way, but this is how they're going to have to show and model their thinking. So it's okay if we start here, but we also want them to be able to model their thinking. And just to go back, for anyone that I confused along the way, like I confused myself, I want you to make sure that you are keeping these kings and queens in mind at the top, right? And they're being multiplied by everything. So 10 times 20, 200. 6 times 20, 120. Okay? 10 times 7, 70. And then 6 times 7, 42. And then you take all of those numbers out, line them up, and then you add them together to get to your answer. 432, 432, 432. Right? So there's more than one way to get to the answer. Okay? There's only one right answer, but there's more than one way to get to the right answer. Okay? And sorry for that confusion on that side. But also remember, when you first start and you get these two-digit numbers, if it's kind of scary, just break it down. Right? So we started with 16. 16 is made up of 10 plus 6. And then we had 27. And 27 is made up of 20 plus 7. break it down in even further, you could put it inside of your place value chart. So now 10 plus 6 is 16, but this is 1 10 and 6 ones. Okay? And then 20 plus 7 is 2 10s and 7 ones. Okay? And that's inside of our place value chart. This is not getting us our answer. This is just helping us to build that confidence and to break the numbers down and to show them in ways that we understand or that we're learning to understand. Okay? So we were in our number and operations in the base 10 standard. We did 16 times 27 today, but this works for any 2-digit numbers. Okay? So even if you had 23 times 16, okay, it will work the same way. You will break those numbers apart. You put them inside of your place value chart. You can do it the standard way by putting them in your lines in your boxes. You could do it the standard way here, but then eventually you want to work inside of, some people call it the FOIL method when you do it this way, but you want to make sure that you're in a position to break it apart and work on it that way, and also to work on it in what we call an array model sometimes. And I can show you what the array model would look like on a different video, okay? Because that one is a little bit longer. All right, so today, number and operations in the base 10, 2-digit, multiplying 2-digit by 2-digit numbers. It's a tongue twister. Is what we focus on for today. And then remember, tomorrow is when we do our 5 tips. Wednesday, word problem Wednesday. Thursday, teacher chat, teacher talk. Thursdays, and then Friday is when we review what we have been working on at home, but we bring it in a fun and exciting way. So we do some fun Friday activities. Okay? Thank you guys for watching today. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will see you guys live on Friday. Have a great, great, great rest of your day. See you later.